Hi everyone and welcome to Just Love. My name is Paula and I'm here with Judy. Hi Judy.
Hi Paula, hi everyone.
In this episode we're going to continue with questions that Judy has been asked over many years. We often hear about implants being put into people by ETs. Judy, so can you talk about this? What are the implants for?
The implants put in by the genuine ETs, as opposed to the MyLab military abduction ones, help to monitor and adjust our energy system and raise our vibrational frequency to keep us balanced. They also assist our communication with upstairs. All the off-planet people working down here in Earth human form carry these, and most genuine implants are not physical objects. They're of a higher frequency and are placed into our chakra system. The MyLab ones, the other ones, put into people's bodies during very cleverly fake so-called alien abductions, are used by the black ops down here to track and control people, often people who are also undergoing genuine ET contact. It was one of these that I can remember removing from a guy's head up on our ship one night.
So the next question is, many people are receiving symbols. Have you received any and what do they mean?
Yes, there have been a lot of symbols channeled to people over the past years, and again, some are okay and some not so okay. A symbol is encapsulated energy, so if you're going to link into it and use it, you need to understand it thoroughly. For example, there are 4 traditional Reiki symbols to which you need to be properly attuned by somebody who, in turn, is a properly attuned Reiki master. You cannot just learn them out of a book or attune yourself. During the Reiki 2 and 3 courses, you should be taught all aspects of these symbols, what they're for, how they work, how to use them appropriately, and what the Japanese characters mean that form 2 of them. Since Reiki was brought to the West in the early 1940s, other symbols have been added that are not traditional. Some of these are okay, but others are not. There's been a lot of negative interference with Reiki over the intervening years, and some of these new symbols have had the effect of watering traditional Reiki down, and in some cases causing harm rather than healing. We ourselves were given a symbol some years ago that can be used with Reiki, but we make it clear that it is not a traditional Reiki symbol. We were given extensive and in-depth information on it, which I've included in my Cosmic Spirituality book. The symbol is called Tunaka, which is star language and translates as I am me in we.
So in your book entitled Extraterrestrial Presence on Earth, Lessons in History, you talk about the Repterran Controllers being a negative group based right here on Earth who are opposing the Greys. What do you believe is going on?
Okay, the Repterrans are a reptoid human species as opposed to the present-day mammalian human species. I call them Repterrans because they were created right here on Earth, which in Latin is known as Terra, T-E-R-R-A. So they're not ETs, they're from right here. They were originally bioengineered by the DRACONIANS out of a biped dinosaur species. We need to remember that the dinosaurs were around on Earth way longer than present-day humans have been, so some of them had plenty of time to evolve as a human species with a very high level of technology. Their base is a so-called inner Earth, but many are incarnating in normal Earth human form. The inner Earth is not a 3D physical place, although there are massive caverns, underground facilities and many miles of tunnels below the surface of the planet. The inner Earth is accessed through interdimensional portals located here in the underground. The Repterran Controllers are the shadow government behind the outer Earth governments, and they work through both right and left-wing political extremes to cause maximum confusion, fear and chaos. They were the ones who inspired Hitler with the Aryan ideal of Nazism. They're the ones behind all the fake news that's put out on a daily basis. The denial of climate change is also an example of their covert disinformation campaign, as are the excuses for withholding alternative energy sources. They're particularly active in the field of ET and UFO research. This is done to maintain control over people's minds and to block the path of evolution. Some of the Greys have come up against them in the past, so they know very well what they're like and are here now to try to help humanity to free themselves. But of course the controllers don't want to lose their control. This is why they do their best to demonise the Greys. The Repterran Controllers feed off the energy of fear, so the more fear they can generate, the stronger they become.
Judy, when you say they were originally bioengineered by the Draconians out of a biped dinosaur species, can you give us your understanding of who the Draconians are?
Yes, the Draconians come from the Alpha Draconis star system, which is a binary star system in the constellation of Draco, so named because it resembles the tail of a dragon. They are a reptilian human species as opposed to the mammalian human species of Earth. They're a higher evolved species who came to Earth to take part in the creation of a human species here, but some of them became caught up in physicality along with the human species they created, which are the Repterrans. This is the real story behind the biblical story of the angel known as Lucifer, who is said to have sat at the right hand of God before his fall.
And with regards to the Repterrans having a very high level of technology, what can you tell us about where that technology came from?
The Repterrans' technology was originally passed down to them from the Draconians. Many of them are now reincarnated here in Earth human form and working with certain black op organisations on Earth that managed to get hold of and back engineer technology from crashed ships.
And this is the technology that's been hidden from us?
Yes.
So you also said that their base is the so-called inner Earth, but many are incarnating in normal Earth human form. So how and why? I know this is a big question. I think that it's ultimately about our soul's journey regardless of where we come from. So it could be twofold in that they want to keep a hold on the control that they have on planet Earth because of the fact that we are waking up more and more, and also for their own soul's journey to bring them back into balance. Experiencing a life on Earth could bring them back into more balance. What do you think?
Yes, balance is always the bottom line. The Repterrans are providing both themselves and us with the opportunity to choose between love and fear. On a polarised planet such as Earth, you have to have opposites for this opportunity of choice to be put into action. What we need to understand is that they, the Repterrans, are also coming from fear, hence their need to retain their control of humanity.
Okay, so now for a lighter question to help raise our energy frequency to a higher octave. Did the Greys have a sense of humour?
Oh my goodness, yes. I was once sitting at the computer typing answers to questions from somebody, and one of the questions dealt with stuff about galactic warfare. I was thinking to myself, what a worry some people are linking into this sort of stuff with so much relish, when Maris turned up with a question for me along the lines of, you think this question is a worry. Do you want to know the definition of a real worry? I knew it was a joke to help lighten me up, so I played along with him and asked, OK, Maris, what is the definition of a real worry? His answer was, being taken on board an ET ship and finding a copy of An Idiot's Guide to the Universe open on the control console. The Greys and other ETs use humour in much the same way as emergency workers like ambulance crew and paramedics do down here. Some of the work carried out is so difficult and heavy, and humour helps us to cope. Maris once told me that humour is a great protection against negativity.
That's great.
Paula, you were just talking about this the other day. Hey, how certain words carry very heavy and negative energy. When we talk about the negative energy present on Earth, we really don't like the expression Antichrist because it does conjure up a lot of negative energy. We prefer to use a jokey term such as Old Nick, which introduces a sense of humour to the situation. This then cancels out the negative vibes very effectively.
Yeah, that's good. So having a sense of humour is super important and is a part of it's a part of what being spiritual is all about. All of the higher ET folk have a great sense of humour. It's also really important to not take yourself too seriously. Being able to laugh at yourself is again the sign of spiritual maturity. So, if you'd like to read more about all of this and more, Judy's books are available from Amazon, or you can go through the link below. Judy's books are
Human by Day, Zeta by Night, followed by the Zeta Message, then Extraterrestrial Presence on Earth, Lessons in History, and my two most recent books, both Kindle editions and both also available in German, An Interview with an Alien, Comments by an Undercover ET, and Cosmic Spirituality, Blending Religion and Science in Oneness from an Off-Planet Perspective.
Thanks, Jude, and thanks everyone for listening. Please share, like, and subscribe. Sending you much love, and bye for now.